Hello everyone and welcome to my second Bloons Tower Defense Castle Guide for hard difficulty. I'm going to be showing you how to get no lives lost on rounds 1 to 85, which is obviously the hard difficulty, 65 medium, 50 easy. But this time no lives lost because previously I had let the first 2 rounds go through, which I haven't done this time. I have put a dart monkey at the beginning and then used spikes for the second round to finish off the last 10 balloons, sometimes 11. It depends on how many balloons the dart monkey let through, but the aim of that, I will explain, is to create the most amount of money for the third round, because in the third round you want to be able to have your spike factory, and sometimes if you, well, before I let the balloons go through that gave you enough, however it lost you the 50 lives. This time I put it in the least amount of money to stop the balloons, which is one dart monkey and 1 spikes. It works really well. I know you have to sell it, but hey, it doesn't matter, it doesn't lose you a lot, and you can pretty much start the strategy off from the same place as you did last time. You only have sort of 30 coins or $30 or whatever less than what you did on what I have on my previous guide. If you haven't seen it, check it out. You'll probably I'll probably have seen this one from the link, but this is a much improved strategy. Again, you do have to use spikes on a few rounds. I know 7, 13, 22, and there is a few others. There aren't any difficult rounds. There are a few that do require you to have some clicking, some quick clicking. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Yeah, so that's what you have to do on some rounds where you need to buy your upgrades quickly to make sure the spikes have bigger piles or faster piles than the ones they put out before. So this is pretty much, well, it's similar, but there I'm using glue gunners, 2 or 3 at the front. You'll see I get them from round 30 something, but everything else is the same. I only ever have 2 spike factories, 3 glue gunners until round 39. That's all we need. That stops the balloons perfectly okay, and for the rest of it you can just completely buzz out of the banana farms. The round going through at the moment, 26, that is I'd say, if there is to be a hard round, that is probably the round that's going to be the hardest. It does require you to be really quick in upgrading your spike factory. I think it's the one on the right, the 850 upgrade. So you're going to need to do that quickly and then place 1 or 2 spikes. This guy does show you the worst possible scenario. So I use 2 or 3 spikes, perhaps when I don't need to, but it's still okay, because this is pretty much a satisfactory guide, which means it's the worst that could happen, but because you have prevented it, it won't. So it's better to be safe than not doing it. So that's why I've done it. You'll see on that round particularly, I put 2 spikes down. I didn't need to, but I have played it before on those rounds where you can have exactly the same upgrades. You can save it before, play it through again, and they'll get through. So I've just done that. I was lucky that time, but you may not be, so that is why I've done that. And you see, now around 33 with camos, we have 3 banana farms upgraded to the second on the left. So we've got good income coming through on round 34. Still only 3 attacking towers, that's the spike factory and the 2 glue gunners. Getting the 4th one now. Pretty much you just want to, you don't want the white hot spikes which I used before for the camos, for the leads, because that's what the glue gunners are for. They're hopefully going to stop all of them coming through. Unfortunately, on one of the rounds, I can't remember which one it is, but it's coming up shortly, you will need to use maybe 1 or 2 pineapples. That's it. because even 3 glue gunners, which I will get, won't stop all of them from reaching the end. And you really do need to stop the leads from hitting the end, because they'll just walk straight through the spikes and you'll just, well, quite literally you'll lose lives. So here I am, getting my 3rd glue gunner. You want it as close down as possible. Put both of the outside ones onto strong, that means they will get the leads. And then just watch your money accumulate. There you go, 1 lead on the left. I'm not going to buy anything else now. I'll say that, and I probably will, but I don't remember me buying anything else. And yeah, you're gonna have this, and then the next round you're going to sell everything. I don't mean everything. Right, you're going to sell those 2 spike factories and 2 bottom banana farms, and you're then going to buy a monkey village and a super monkey. Upgrade it to robo-monkey, and that's going to quite literally save you for the rounds. You want before 43 to get 43 to get the radar scanner. I sell the banana farm here. I didn't have it low enough. You really want to get it as low as possible. So on the left of the monkey village, when the time comes to it, you can put the super monkey in the middle. So from here on in, I speed the video up a bit, because you really don't want to, you pretty much don't need as much of a step-by-step guide to getting through the rounds, because it's pretty much self-explanatory. If you're really trying to get through Castle on hard and you know the basics, you're pretty much going to know what to do from here on in. You just need a good ratio between farms to robo-monkeys to sun gods and whatever. If you do the same as me, if you keep following the guide, it's good too, then you will have the maximum amount. Oh, I need a drink. There we go, nice and refreshed. Okay, so yeah, you're pretty much going to want to follow my guide to the round 85, because that is when obviously you'll have the maximum amount of banana farms. I do the strategy as much as possible to practice having the maximum amount of banana farms you can at one given time. 2 robo-monkeys upgraded to plasma will survive you all the way to round 76 with a push. I prefer to get my 3rd super monkey at around 70. Just means you're safe, but you can keep doing it and keep with 2 and you'll be absolutely fine. Just keep piling on the banana farms. You need as much money as possible. I base this around you surviving into the high rounds, sort of 90s, the 100s, the 150s, which is possible with this strategy I have here, due to the fact you're just building up so much money. Literally, with the 8 or 9 banana farms that you have at the end, you'll be, well, can't remember how much, you'll be bringing in pretty much a cool 25,000. I think it's 25,000 with the snipers, which I also have with the money upgrade. You'll be bringing around 25,000 per round. If you think about it, that is quite literally, don't quote me on this, but I think that's pretty much a sun god per round, which you don't necessarily need. I stick with about 5 or 6 sun gods to about 4 robo-monkeys, all the way through to round 110, when I play this. Lots of mad maulers and about 20 snipers upgraded to money. Well, the care package, Call of Duty drop. I've heard people say it. But yeah, so you're going to want that. You're going to just want to accumulate as much money as possible through surviving through the round. So I just keep playing through. This is, from here on in, it's the same as my last strategy. I just wanted to show after the Spike Factory nerf that unfortunately they did, I wanted to show how it's done and what can be done to get you through the rounds. So as you can see, keep hunting on the banana farms. I'll quickly briefly talk about the previous update that they did, which improved lots of things. They did pretty much a whole revamp of the prices for quite a lot of things. Sort of the boomerang throwers, I know prices on that were increased. The ninja monkeys were increased, also made more powerful. Unfortunately, I don't think the boomerangs were, but we can see here that the monkey village, awesome upgrade. I think they made it slightly less powerful for when it first came out, because it could literally destroy a Moab in. It looked at it and it destroyed a Moab. Now it takes a few seconds, but it's still pretty ridiculously powerful for something that gives you those extra upgrades. It was a great thing to have in your map before, and now it's just, you pretty much just want it because it's epic. And with the double money and everything, it really does help, and it's so powerful on the Moabs. But yeah, it's a really good upgrade. I would advise getting it pretty much when you have a large amount of Moabs as you have now. I'm not getting it because I just want to build up the money, the factories and everything. So I'm not getting it quite yet, but soon I will, and soon I will destroy Moabs. Yeah, as you see, round 69, doing pretty well. Don't need a third monkey, super monkey yet, because the fact that it's just, you can just hold on. We did this in deflation, made it to round 76 with just 2 super monkeys in the right position. It works really well. I don't think people realise the power that just 2 of those have, because you can just keep building up the banana factories. I right click there, and due to the lag it would not let me right click off. But there we go. I know I've seen a few strategies that have come out similar to mine, but not exactly the same, that use dartling gunners and planes, but I don't like them. They are a bit iffy, and it does leave a lot of stuff to chance. I like to use the spike factories because it's a sure bet. You know the rate at which they put out the spikes, you know what's going to happen, and you can pretty much determine how the round's going to play out. Unfortunately, with the planes, when they shoot the spikes or shoot the darts out, you don't necessarily know where they're going to hit. If they're hitting the right place, you sometimes have to play the rounds 2 or 3 times to be able to actually get what you want. However, with the the spike factories, you don't actually have to do that. Or yeah, so that's why I use them. I like it. It's a really powerful tactic, and it's really easy to follow, because I have again slowed down all the upgrades for all of you. Actually, that's the hardest round coming up. I say hardest round from round 36 or 26 or whatever I said was the hardest before, because it's just so many. And if you don't have one, you can probably survive with 1 sun god. I prefer 2, but yeah, you can survive with 1, but you can't survive with just the 2 robo-monkeys. That's why you need the extra one. So basically, that's pretty much all I can talk about on Bloons Tower Defense front. There's not really much else to discuss, rather than the fact that you're going to need some more stuff in the later rounds, but not quite yet. So I was thinking about talking about something else. So I've pretty much discussed everything to do with Bloons in the last castle video. So it's a beautiful day outside. I hope you're all having a nicer weather, as we are in the UK at the moment. It is pretty bright. It's 23 degrees looking at the thermometer outside. Beautiful temperature, day, whatever you want to say. But yeah, it probably sounds a bit gay, doesn't it, talking about the weather? But hey, I'm enjoying it. I was tempted to, commentate outside, but unfortunately we've had some resident ducks. We have a small pond and from the local area we've had some ducks fly in and take over our pond, which is not bad, I suppose, but it can be annoying, especially when you have a dog and you know, constantly barking because our dog can see them out the window. It's 12 this year, very old dog. We got it in the new millennium in fact. So a bit of background about me, I've had my dog for 12 years. So yeah, every time it sees the ducks out the window it barks, and so it wasn't wise to commentate outside due to the fact the ducks were quacking, the dog was barking its head off, and well that's why I wasn't commentating outside. But as you see, working through the rounds now, getting the banana farms right. Now we can actually see how many banana farms we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10! 10? Have I counted right? 5 along the bottom, 4 on top, 5, yes! 10 banana farms, so 8 or 9, actually 10! 10 banana farms in fact. That's how good I am at maths. I'm actually doing maths for A level. More background info about me. This is turning into my autobiography. But yeah, I do maths for A level along with design, technology, and geography. Field trip coming up to Malham. God only knows why. If you've been to Malham, don't suppose you have. You're probably not even watching this from the Yorkshire Dales. I don't even think they've got internet up there, have they? They probably have actually. Probably got BT Infinity or whatever it's called. So yeah, that'll be a fun geography trip, won't it? All the way up to Malham, in the middle of nowhere, to study geography. Yay! Although I actually went to Beijing earlier in the year, which was pretty amazing. The buildings they have, and yeah, well, you can see why the crane's the national bird. All the new buildings that are going up. It's just amazing. If you ever get the chance to go to Beijing, I would recommend it. It's absolutely fantastic. Well, here I am. I'm reaching the end of my video. I sold the three banana boats. I sold the 3 glue gunners to make way for some bomb towers and some snipers. I do apologise. I said 4 snipers at the beginning. I only have 2. However, I do have 1 extra banana farm, as I stated. So here we are, putting some cannons in, upgrading them to Moab mortars. I like that pattern that's there. I don't really like placing stuff randomly, but yeah, nice, smooth, you know, 20,000, 30,000 income there from 1 round, and you gain more with more snipers into the long rounds. They really help. There you go. Please subscribe, thumbs up, like, favourite. Thank you very much.